Today is going to be a very busy day. The stream is live. They're just going to be holding on for one more minute while I finish plugging in the last of the batteries, but I need to find a converter for this one for a US plug to an Australian plug, so I'll do that quickly. I have a huge batch of batteries charging, and today in stream I'm going to be converting the guts of this remote control car into an actual painting car and we're going to test it out in stream. Aside from building the car thing today, I have a huge amount of prep to do. I have to get all the filming equipment, all the grips and bars and cameras and desks and everything ready and set aside for later this week when I'm filming an attempt at painting with a remote control car. And today is the day I have scheduled to get everything ready. So there's quite a lot to get ready, and I'm anxious to get it all done today, starting off with the stream and the car. So I'm going to plug in that battery, and then we're going to start the stream. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stream. Hello, the camera's all the way up there today. I wanted to give you guys a full view of the whole table because I'm going to be using a lot of space and building a remote control arty car. This is the first prototype. I've just, oh, okay, the pen's come unstuck. So I'm just testing to see how the controls are. Obviously they're not going to be great because it's a remote control car, but basically there you go, I've got a straight line so I can turn, go forward, and that line sort of trails behind. So obviously there's a really wide arc of motion. You can see that's the best turning arc I'm going to get on this car. Oh, there you go. It's a proof of concept, and I'll be able to lift and lower the brush in the end. That's just forced held down. So that's good, we're learning step by step. Okay, proof of concept part 2. We have, this is all temporary, this is all duct taped to each other, but we have the dipping brush. Look at this. Let me show you. You got the, at the moment, like I said, it's all duct tape. I've just got a temporary brush duct taped to the motor, duct taped to another brush, but this is the axis I'm going for. Look at that! Oh, I love it. I'm going to be able to dip my brush. Oh, this is way more fun than I thought it would be. Zoom. Oh, lift the brush, dip the brush. Lift the brush, dip the brush. Lift it, lift it, lift, dip. Okay, bit of an update. We've had some hiccups on the way. I had the wrong size bolt things. I had to go to the hardware store and get different ones. I had some issues spilling epoxy everywhere. So anyways, little inconveniences aside, we've made some progress. I can probably snip this off. Here we go. So this is my arm. Look at this. Look at this arm. There you go. And the theory is I'm going to put a hole in this brush and put it in through there, and I'll be able to tighten it with these by turning them into each other. But also, in theory, I can have it loose so that when it goes down, it can naturally sort of move back and forth to, you know, sort of reverse direction if I reverse the car. So I don't know how, you know, well that's going to work, but I'm going to make the hole and apply it, and we'll find out. There we go, look at this. We've got a working brush, and I can sort of stop it at a lighter point or press it more firmly down. And in theory, I can loosen this like this. There we go. So now the brush is sort of loose, and if I get some sort of way to limit where it can go in these directions, then I can have it sort of move as I move back and forward. It can sort of roll with the movement. In theory. In theory. It's time for another road test. This time I've put the cover back on. Everything's neatly tucked in. This is pretty close towards the end prototype. So the theory is now I should be able to put the brush on like this. I can alter the angle of this. There we go. Okay. I can remove, turn around. It'll be a very slow process, but I think this will work. Yep, paint. Yay! I'm gonna have to take it really slow when I actually do it. I'm just going to draw a sample like set of lines. I'm going to try and follow this as seamlessly as I can. Easy does it. Ah, close. I'm off the line, but I'm following the direction, sort of. Alright, and lift. Aha! Alright. Whose idea was this? This is, I'll tell you what though, this is easier than drone art. Close enough! Alright, so I've taped up the windows, roughly sanded the surface texture. Now, I'm going to put a few coats of different spray paint colors and get this thing to be a nice sporty red. I have no idea how this is going to turn out, but it doesn't look that great normally anyway. And the bright red, when I actually try and do this video, will be way easier to see, so it'll at least be practically useful. Right, in between coats of paint on the remote control car drying, I am going around to a few shops and grabbing a few last minute things. I have walkie-talkies so Rachel and I can communicate because we'll be in different rooms. She'll be in the room with the car. I've got some drop sheets so I don't get too messy because we're hiring a hall. I need to get some paint and dipping container. I need to get a fan and I need to get a few tech things from Harvey Norman. But I think that's pretty much it. I've got my plans with me so I don't get lost. I need everything covered, but I think I'm on the right track, and I've got to do a bunch of testing of this stuff tonight. So there's still a ways to go, but I am quite amazed by how refined this stuff is coming together, especially the car, and it's not even done yet. So I can't wait to see that thing put together. All right, this is the aftermath of me attempting to prepare for this pretty epic and intense shoot that's coming up. So yeah, there's quite a bit of cleaning up to do, but I've done a lot of the planning and preparation. And this is the finished and dried painted car. Oh, I'm leaving my fingerprint marks all over it. That's no good. Anyway, I probably should avoid touching it too much, but what I do want to do is peel off this window protection thing so we can see if my painting actually worked. And let's have a look and see if this is in any way satisfying. Oh, that's pretty satisfying. That's pretty satisfying. Ah, oh, look at that. You can see a little bit of the blue underneath, but that is pretty sexy. All right, I'm gonna do the rest of the windows. Oh, not after I drop it and wreck it. Oh yeah, baby. That is so good. It's awesome. Last one, ready? Oh, beautiful. Wait, there we go. And we're done, look at this. That's so good. By the way, there is a magic little tip for you. If you ever want to paint something red and you want it to be a beautiful, rich red, undercoat it brown. Works a treat every time. That's a trick I learned from Warhammer painting, by the way, because I painted Blood Angels soldiers, as you can see, that dude up there, and that was a little trick I learned from painting my Blood Angels army. Undercoat brown, and then paint your red on top, and it just has this rich, gorgeous, cherry look. If I just painted on top of white or the blue flaky thing or whatever, it just would have been a bit weaker, but this is sexy. Let's check it out in context, you ready? I'm trying not to touch it because it's still a little sticky, but I'm impatient and I want to see it in action. You ready? Oh no, see, I'm rubbing it off. And here we have a remote control painting car! Oh my god! Whoa. I'm not going to try and paint anything but I just need to see it drive around. You ready? Look at it, it's beautiful! Woohoo! Oh boy. I'm a crazy person. It's gonna take getting used to using this thing. Let me just push this piece of paper away. You could replace the brush with a knife and this thing would be deadly. Oh my goodness, I'm a crazy person. Okay, so this has been a very productive day. I've finished prepping the cable side of things and the camera side of things for the materials to make this video, which will happen in the next few days. It's a little touch and go as to exactly when I'm going to be able to make the video, because I need the monitor which the sponsor is sending, which is going to be a core part of the video itself, and I also need the space. So we're hiring a hall and we're sort of waiting on availability. So we're pretty sure it's going to be this week, but not 100%. You'll just have to stay tuned. That aside, I have a lot of cleaning up to do. So after I wrap up this vlog with the question of the day, I'm gonna unpack this stuff, charge batteries, and pack everything and clean up the office, and then I'll be done. But in wrapping up, the question I'll take is from One Wheel Brennan, who says, do you ever think you'll make a comic book / graphic novel? Honestly, nah. It's not something I have the interest or patience for or in, so it's just not my preferred style of narrative. Anyways, thank you so much for watching today. Let's have a look at this thing one more time. How satisfying is that? How cool is this? I made a freaking remote control painting car. I have the best job in the world. See you guys later.
Fingers! It's Daddy fingers!
No, I pat the dinosaur. Pat. So nice. Oh, that was so scary. Oh no, you got my nose.
No, go away. It's Daddy's fingers. It's Daddy's fingers.
Can I eat your nose, please?
No!
Can I eat a little finger?
No!
Should I eat Daddy's nose?
No! It's fingers!
No, don't eat the finger. I'm stuck! I'm stuck!